The good life, full of fun, seems to be...
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are in my kitchen, my villa in Vico del Gargano, Italy. So I'm so excited to share my home with you guys always. So we're very excited. It's actually our last day in Italy, and we had done a couple of videos here. So it's a sweet little experience right now to share with you, a great little recipe. It's simple, it's fast, it's delicious. It's something that always goes great on a beautiful sunny day in Italy or anywhere in the world. But we're also a little sad today because, like I said, today's our last day. But that being said, I'm going to show you something real simple. There's a beautiful little beach down here in Vico del Gargano. It's called Cananella Beach. And they always make a Caprese salad. And in Italian, it's called insalata caprese, which in English literally means salad of Capri. And it's a salad that originated from the island of Capri. And the salad actually represents the colors of Italy, so it's beautiful. So to make it authentic, to make it real, you need very simple ingredients. Now what we have right here, we bought it right in the village, and that's braided mozzarella. And that's actually true mozzarella cheese, or mozzarella, depending on what area of Brooklyn you're from. And that means it's made from buffalo's milk rather than cow's milk. So that's a beautiful piece of mozzarella. We've got some basil right here from the garden. We've got some salt, which is, I like the larger granular salt. Okay, we've got a little pepper, and we've got some olive oil, and we have some beautiful tomatoes here that we grabbed from the garden. So I'm going to grab a couple of more tomatoes here. Right, and there's our fresh basil. And I'm going to show you how they make it, not only in Capri, when you go to many of the beautiful places in Capri, but how they make it right here in Vico. So a lot of times in America, what you'll do is you'll have tomatoes sliced up, and then they'll slice up basil, and they'll put a piece of mozzarella cheese on there, and that's great. But traditionally here in Italy, that's not how they do it. So real simple, you're going to take a nice, beautiful hunk of your mozzarella cheese. You're going to put it right in the middle of the plate. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your tomatoes. So there's a couple different ways. You cut them this way, you cut them this way, depending on presentation. Okay? So I'm going to make some simple slices here. And I've got these beautiful boards that I got from Tim Hughes in Casanova, New York. And aren't they just gorgeous? They're dark walnut. So we shipped them over here one time when we came over to Italy. So I'm just going to cut a couple of tomatoes. Now, depending on how many people you want, this is really essentially a salad for two. And you don't want to cut the tomatoes too thick, because you want to be able to cut through them with a fork. And that's all you're going to serve this with. You're not going to serve it with a knife. Again, traditionally, I'm going to serve it with a fork. So this is so much fun, isn't it? I'll tell you, the smell out here of the tomato, then the basil, oh my gosh. So a lot of times in America you'll see, there's so many variations of it. One of the ways I like to do it, I like to cube everything, throw it in a bowl and toss it. And that's a nice little way to serve it. But what we're doing is we're doing the traditional way we do it here in Italy, okay? Look at these tomatoes, are they just beautiful? Oh, I mean, everything's organic, it's all natural. So what you're gonna do essentially is, you're gonna do one more tomato, even though I have too much already. And we're going to do one more tomato. Beautiful. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, the basil. I'll tell you, the basil in there smells. It's so aromatic. It's one of the best herbs. My camera person was telling me what's her favorite smell. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous, right? Just absolutely gorgeous, right? So real simple, what you're going to do here is you're going to take a few leaves of basil, right? And you're just going to cut it right up. I like to cut it right across the middle. Now these are smaller tomatoes. If you have a really large tomato, you're maybe not going to cut the basil, but it depends. I always like to make it so it's easy to eat, and a piece of beautiful basil is a little sometimes tough to bite through because it's a strong leaf. So get that little stem off. So you're just going to simply give one small piece of basil, give a little attention every tomato is essentially how you're going to do it. Now one of the things you want to learn is you don't want to add any salt until you're ready to serve it, because as soon as you have salt on the tomatoes, they're going to start to give out their water, right? It's going to draw their water out, and the negative on that is then you're going to get soupy. So don't ever add salt on a tomato, in this case a caprese salad, ensalada caprese, unless you're going to, unless you're ready to serve it, okay? And that's essentially it. Isn't that beautiful? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pepper, okay? Then I'm going to take some salt, because we're going to certainly try this right now, okay? And then I'm going to drizzle it. And this is essentially how we're doing it. Now this is oil right from our farm. This is oil that we got right from our farm here. And this is Vito and Joe's. Beautiful, isn't that gorgeous? This is Vito and Joe's extra virgin olive oil. So this is oil right from our trees that we press right here in Vico del Gargano. Oh, you can never put enough olive oil on there, that's my opinion. And that's it. Is that easy? Is that fast? Is that absolutely delicious? Look at that. Man, that's gorgeous. All right, guys. So typically right here in Cananella, they're going to give you a plate, just like that, piatte, right? And they're going to lay it right in front of you. They're going to have a drizzle that's already prepped. And they're just going to be a big hunk of mozzarella. So you're going to take a fork, usually going to share it with somebody. This is a little bit bigger than an individual. So this is about a two-person. You see that beautiful stringy mozzarella. So I'm going to take a nice chunk of mozzarella. I'm going to take a beautiful tomato and a piece of basil. Look at that. Is that gorgeous right there? Make sure I got olive oil on there. Oh my God, if that isn't absolutely delicious, I don't mean to talk with my mouth full. It's about 90 degrees today. There's a beautiful little breeze. And caprese salad, you sit on the side of the sea, the mare, with a nice little glass of frizzante, like a bubbled water, and a nice little glass of a chilled white wine. And you have a caprese salad, which is so clean and bright and delicious. And not only does it look like Italy, which is the way it was designed, but it also just has the flavors of Italy, you know? I'm gonna have one more piece before we enjoy this for lunch. Oh, I lost my basil and my tomato. Hold on, there we go. And the olive oil, it's simple, it's fast, it's quick, it's absolutely delicious. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today here in my home in Vico del Gargano, in my kitchen, my other kitchen. And thanks so much for the great comments and the emails and the messages and the interaction. I just absolutely love it. Don't forget to pick up your bottle of Vito and Joe's extra virgin olive oil right here from Puglia, Italy, which is absolutely green gold as I call it. And don't forget to set some traditions and celebrate your heritage with your family so that you guys can celebrate your Italian, whether you're Italian or not, every single weekend. Guys, until next week back in America, bon appetit, molto deleccio. Talk to you guys next week.
The good life.